This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Back here with head coach Mark Farley recapping the tough loss at Youngstown State. Panthers led the entire game, but in the final minute, Youngstown State able to get their first and only lead of the game. Defense was on the field an eternity in that second half. What does that take out of the guys just time and time again, having to be on the field and making those defensive plays?
Well, everything's good as long as you get recouped. And what happened was there was one long drive in particular that, to absorb all those double teams that we were taking, and the size of their offensive line was as big as anybody will play. So that long drive, there was some wear and tear, and we weren't real deep at defensive line anyway. So that's what they wore on us more than they beat us. They wore us out in that particular spot, and thus created some smaller gaps in there that weren't there earlier in the football game.
Career high nights on defense, both Elijah Campbell, Ricky Neal. What do you like about their play in that game specific?
Well, again, those are two new names that never played for us last year. I mean, every name you mentioned never started for us. They weren't even on our campus last year, a lot of these guys. And to see Ricky do what he did as a defensive end, very physical, very fast, very disciplined. And then when I watch Elijah play, Elijah's got great athleticism. He's one of the better DBs that has played at UNI with how he can get to the football and those types of things. So we got to get him a little bit more in the schematic. But he's trying. It's just that being so new to the position, he's playing a very difficult position intelligence-wise and where he's got to fit because it's multiple, but yet he's making that adjustment.
Coming up next, we have a feature on Aaron Bailey, the senior transfer from Illinois. And when we interviewed him, he said, man, I love the University of Northern Iowa. He is so glad he made the decision to come here. Just a great personality, great student athlete. What does he bring to the team? I know from a leadership aspect as well as his athletic play.
The best thing I could say about Aaron as compared to other people is, a lot of time we look at the football and we always talk football in this thing. But when you get around people, for as long as we're around people, and now he's been here in his second year, he's such a quality person. I mean, he's, the things that are important to him are his family, his football team. His priorities are right, and he's dependable, and he cares, and he's one of those person that that will go a long ways in this world because of the type of character that he is.
And on serving on that leadership council and team captain, those are important roles.
Well, they are, and we do a lot of that stuff because we've implemented those things into our program. And then after we have rooted them, we let the players, invest in them and internalize them within our team. And Aaron led that charge, if you will, this summer and into this fall. And that's his strength. His strength is, his character. And I think that's the most important thing you can draw from anybody.